My special guest star, the Dunwells, this week with their army of friends. Yeah, I've done this once before, but we're in lockdown once more. Ooh, I listen to my Songwriter Series and have a good time.
Hi! I know that I made the intro, but I just think it's so good. Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of my Songwriter Series with the Dunwells this week, and I can see in the comments the army of friends are well and truly here. Thank you so much for joining. If you guys would like to share this, please do. It just means we have as many people as possible watching. Hope everyone's well. Just a few things before we kick it off. Before I even talk about the Songwriter Series, I announced 2 gigs this week, actual real life gigs, which is crazy to me. But yeah, I have a London headline show on Thursday the 28th of October at the Slaughtered Lamb, and that is a rescheduled show, which I'm sure you'll hear lots about, lots of different artists rescheduling shows. But yeah, that was it was originally in June 2020, that classic year that we all really enjoyed. And yeah, that's been rescheduled to October, and it was originally as part of my Kickstarter campaign. So if you bought a ticket through the Kickstarter, you should have got an email already with details of that. But there's also tickets on sale, like a limited number, if you didn't get them through the Kickstarter. And I've just I've just announced my Brighton gig, Brighton and Hove. And that is the day after, on the Friday the 29th of October, and tickets go on sale tomorrow at 10 a.m. Okay, that's out the way. So, welcome. This is my Songwriter Series, and if you are new, I'm guessing there's a few new people that the Dunwells have brought over from their army of friends. If anyone doesn't know what that is, we'll talk about that in a bit. So yeah, I basically sit down with a different artist each week, and we share 3 songs each, and we talk a little bit about the songs, a little bit deeper into them and what they're about and our songwriting process. I've got some questions that you guys have asked me on my Instagram page ready to ask as well. So I'm going to kick it off with my first song, and it's called Gold. I actually wrote this with Megan O'Neill, and the boys, I think I met Megan through the Dunwells, or I'm pretty sure that's how I met her. And yeah, we wrote this song. It's called Gold, and it's about my boyfriend, which, yeah, I don't want to be too soppy, but when I first met him, I didn't know every single thing about him, but I knew that he was a good person, and to me that was like top of my list. Like, I don't need to know every single thing about him as long as I know that he's got a heart of gold. And yeah, so we wrote this song called Gold. Oh, reverb. A 1, 2.
Hold my hand, let me try to understand. I know it's hard to open up your heart, but we'll take it slow for you and me to tell the truth. I know you're scared, but I'm not going anywhere. I was doing fine without you in my life. Maybe that's why the timing was right. Used to singing love songs, but getting all the words wrong. But now I feel I know what they're talking about. I know where you used to live if you slept in bunk beds as a kid. There's so much more for me to learn about you. Like where you traveled at 22 and the first girl who broke up with you. But I know enough to know your eyes are honest and your heart is gold, gold, gold. Your eyes are honest and your heart is gold. We've both been hurt before. Now we're older, we feel it more. I know you're scared, but that's a feeling we both share. I was doing fine without you in my life. Maybe that's why the timing was right. Used to singing love songs, but getting all the words wrong. But now I feel I know what they're talking about. I know where you used to live if you slept in bunk beds as a kid. There's so much more for me to learn about you. Like where you traveled at 22 and the first girl who broke up with you. But I know enough to know your eyes are honest and your heart is gold, 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 gold. I know where you used to live if you slept in bunk beds as a kid. There's so much more for me to learn about you. Like where you traveled at 22 and the first girl who broke up with you. But I know enough to know your eyes are honest and your heart is gold, gold, gold. Your eyes are honest and your heart is gold.
I think during that song, people are planning a US tour with me and the Dunwells, so I'm a big fan of that. Just before I bring them on, just a little reminder, these shows are completely free to watch, and we encourage you to do so. But if you would like to tip, we've got a joint tip jar. It's just going down the bottom of the screen here, and I'll post it in the chat as well in a bit. But yeah, it's paypal.me/Songwriter Series, and any money that we make tonight will be split in half between me and the Dunwells. So, very excited to bring them on the screen, and I must remind myself to not get overexcited and just chat too much, because I do get overexcited when they're here. So welcome, the Dunwells. Hi.
How you doing? You alright?
Good. Did you like the intro video?
I loved the intro.
When you said, have you seen the intro video? And I said no, but I meant yes, because when it came on, I was like, it was that good that I forgot about it. So, do you know what I mean? I was so overwhelmed by how
Brilliant.
good it was.
Thank
And
you.
then when it came
I
back
was
on
like-
again, I was like, how good is this?
It was brilliant. It was really good.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, well, I wanted to shout out the army of friends anyway, but if we can talk about them for a second. So, for anyone that doesn't know, I'm pretty sure most of the people watching are your fans rather than mine anyway. So thank you, everyone, for coming. And yeah, when the pandemic hit, I think some artists completely just stopped performing and they were like, I can't really do anything. I feel like you two have just paved the way for all artists that have just completely lost all of their live shows. And you started live streaming every day at the start, and now you do it 3 times a week. So can you kind of talk about where that decision came from, even if it was like desperation kind of thing?
I was completely planned out. We knew exactly what we were doing the whole time.
Yeah.
In fact, we're coming up to, I think it was the 23rd of March, we decided to go live. And I think we were just going to do like 1 or 2 or...
It was kind of a bit of disbelief. I mean, it was obviously, it had been announced it was lockdown 1. No one I kind of thought, in my head, I thought, it's only going to last a few weeks. We might as well go on Facebook
live streams.
Yeah.
and just sing for 15 minutes. And then Joe will then take over and he'll do 15 minutes. And after the first performance, because we couldn't be on camera together because we were just doing it on our phones, and I was with my family, Joe was with his. So I'd do my 15 minutes and then Joe would do his, and then it came very quickly. We decided that for half an hour is just not going to be enough because, like yourself, we can babble as well.
and I think that the fact that we had this level of consistency, it was 6 o'clock UK time every single night for an hour. Me and Dave would play a few songs, chat about how good or bad the day has been. It was like real life, you know. Like there was some days where you'd be happy because you'd figured out, you know. Or I was building a little studio in my garage, so there was days where I'd be doing that, and that would, you know, we'd talk about that on the show, and then there'd be days where you'd just be a bit fed up, but the music and the community always just for that hour, it was like a massive structure, not only for them but for us, and it reignited people in America that we'd not seen for 3 years, you know, because we'd not been over to America. They started following us again, and I don't know, it was just this amazing community, and it didn't become the Army of Friends until I think around about the 20th show, 30th show.
Yeah.
Around about that time, we started talking about, like, there's a lot of talk about how much the NHS are working and putting in their time, because they were the only people who continued to work throughout the whole pandemic, you know. So we just wrote a song and did it all in lockdown. We wrote and recorded and produced and released and did all the artwork through lockdown. Me and Dave hadn't seen each other for however long that was.
Yeah. And Joe, because we wrote it and then we didn't record it or anything, but then Joe played it once, and somebody recorded the stream and reposted it and said, "This is the new Dunwells song, Army of Friends." Now, we never actually called it Army of Friends.
Really?
No. It was just one lyric that was in it, and then
What did you call it before?
we didn't have a name. It was just the lockdown song. It was the
new
song that we
song.
wrote.
Well, you know how-
the lockdown song is
I know.
really
So much
bad
better,
compared to...
You know how songwriting works. You write an idea and you kind of go, I'm going to call this one Blueberries, or and it doesn't even have the word blueberries in, you know?
Untitled.
Yeah.
And then fast forward another few months, then we find out there's a Facebook group called the Army of Friends that we were not even invited to.
It's great.
So rude. Oh, it's just been so good to see, and like I try and tune into as many as possible. So you're still doing 3 a week. So it's Monday, Piano Mondays, 6 p.m. Wednesday,
Acoustic
Wednesday. So it's kind of what we're doing tonight. Stripped back,
and then Friday is your
Friday.
big one.
Right.
Yeah. I'm so grateful for that time, because, like, I was speaking to Dave today, and I've said it so many times, but I've become in this last year such a better musician because it fast tracked me learning piano. Like, I got a piano for my 30th birthday, and I just, do you know when you go, I'm gonna do that, and you put it off and you put it off and you put it off, and like, whereas this lockdown or these lockdowns have actually made me focus and learn new things, and I've become a better musician. Like when you were playing then, it reminded me of the original lockdowns where you couldn't play together. So Dave would play a song and I'd go off screen, and I'd be playing along to him.
Yeah.
You know, and learning.
I still can't believe that no one's invented a thing that you can do it without a lag. It's crazy to me that that's not a thing yet.
I'm sure.
I think they have, because I've seen Elbow do it. I watched an Elbow live stream, but I just think it's above my IT department's brain.
I'd love to keep talking about this, but I know that I need to tell you to sing. So please, can you tell us what you're going to sing for your first song, and tell us a little bit more in depth about it, and I will remove myself.
Okay, the first one that we're going to do is Was It All Worth It? Okay, we wrote we wrote this song. We'd been touring America for 2.5 years on the first album. It had been, which is the Blind Sight of Faith album. It had various different versions. It had a UK version. It had one label released it, then a different label released it. So normally you would spend 18 months touring an album, but we'd spent double that time. And then we got to New York, and our manager knocked on the door, and he said, right, lads, it's time to start working on the next album.
Yep.
And we'd written a few songs that I'd written Light Up the Sky and been to a New York studio and demoed that. But this was the very first song that we wrote on purpose, purely to build a catalogue to start working on the second album. And we were at a time where we had spent a lot of time on the road. We were very reflective of the path that we were supposed to be taking, whether we are doing the right thing, whether we're doing the wrong thing.
The music industry in itself.
Everything, positives, negatives. We were just very confused and asking the question, is this work? Is this chase? Is this life? Is this all worth it? So, it turns out it is, but it was just worth asking the question.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
They say love is all around. It's the thing that knocks you down, and then it picks you up again, just to break you into pieces. They say a broken heart can only mend, and it will never be new again. For us to just start from the beginning will just be foolish. Was it all worth it now? Did you turn your life around? Is your heart still beating louder? Are you free? It was hate that knocked you down, and it pinned you to the ground. You swore you'd get up again, and you'd get through this. Oh, your broken heart is on the mend, turning from blue to red again. You're patching up the surface, you're rebuilding. Was it all worth it now? Did you turn your life around? Is your heart still beating loud? Are you free? Was it all worth it now? My feet are firmly on the ground. Oh, my heart is beating louder. Is it me? Was it all worth it now? Did you turn your life around? Is your heart still beating louder? And are you free?
Thanks, Lisa.
Amazing. Oh, the love in this stream is just absolutely off the chart. Every time you sing, I just really want to be in the Dunwells. Like I feel like other people.
So does
must-
Dave.
I think there's going to be a space coming up soon. We're thinking about changing the singer out.
Which singer though?
He's going to take the IT department to a serious level, and he's going to go and work in IT for.
Oh, I love it so much. Thank you for that. That was beautiful. I just want to shout out. We've already had some tips coming through, so I just want to say thank you to Jennifer, Alicia, Stephen, and also Marilyn. Very funny thing happened with Marilyn. She requested £6 from me. Like, no.
We were that bad.
And
Pay to play.
then she said, oh, sorry, didn't mean to do that. So yeah, shout out to you guys for tipping. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's really appreciated. I'm gonna go ahead and do my next song.
Cool.
Okay.
And you can have a little break and read all the nice comments about you.
Cool.
Oh, cut them off. So I'm gonna do this one. It's called Without Him, and I wrote it about a friend of mine who was in a pretty toxic relationship, and it was inspired by that. But I wanted this song to kind of reach anyone that is in that situation where they feel like they can't get out of the relationship for one reason or another. And I feel like so many people, myself included in the past as well, have been in a relationship and just kind of wanted it to work so badly, even though it was really damaging to both parties. And a lot of us think, even though I'm unhappy in this relationship, I'd rather stay in it than be on my own. And I just wanted to release this song for my friend and for anyone else that's in that situation to kind of say, like, you are amazing on your own and you do not need to, stay in this horrible relationship just so you aren't lonely, because you're already lonely in it. So it's called Without Him.
Where has that smile gone that brighten the room? I can't see the sparkle, make out it's you. Can't you see? There's more to life than this. And you're making changes and he wants you to. Well, he'll stay the same and you'll have to make do. Can't you see? You're hiding from the truth. And I wish you could see how happy you'd be if you took the advice that you once gave to me. Then you'd see how happy you'd be without him. Gave it a good go, you gave it a try. Convinced me forever, but you're living a lie. 'Cause I can see the pain in your eyes. And I was that girl once and you held me through. Yeah, I'd be without him, but I still had you. Can't you see? You're hiding from the truth. And I wish you could see how happy you'd be if you took the advice that you once gave to me. Then you'd see how happy you'd be without feeling self-doubt. All that talking about how your time's running out. You're so beautiful, girl, can't you see how the room lights up just for you? You've got nothing to prove. You're so beautiful, girl, can't you see that you are everything? And I wish you could see how happy you'd be if you took the advice that you once gave to me. Then you'd see how happy you'd be without him.
I love that song.
I completely forgot as I was singing it that I actually wrote that with you. Do you remember? I remember coming to you with that song and it was like 80% done and I was like, it just needs a little something. And then
I do remember we sat on that sofa.
My favourite bit is that. That bit.
Yeah, and that's the bit that you guys wrote. Basically, you guys came with the middle eight, so that's probably why you like it.
I think that we can be forgiven if we forget if we've been in the writing process, because we have
worked on every song
thoroughly listened to your music from start to finish, probably more than you.
Probably, and like in depth as well. Actually, one of the questions I have here, so this is a good time to ask it. Joe's Jollies was, what is your favourite song of mine? So sorry to put you on the spot, but you did just say a big statement there. You probably can't remember any names now.
Heartbreak song.
There's my favourite song of yours is probably to listen to. Is probably the latest single, the Heartbreak, the Broken Home. Yeah, just because of the joy. But then my favourite time was the very, like, because Lucy May Walker took a massive risk with us. Like, we were not, well, we didn't call ourselves producers. She came up and did a bit of writing with us, and we're like, oh, I'd want to work with you, and I want you to produce the EP, and we were like, okay, cool. So then that's one of the reasons why we got this studio, because Dave, we were working out of the loft.
When we first writing session we did, it was at my loft, wasn't it?
With Denver, the dog kept coming in.
It's a legend, that dog.
Yeah.
And I'll always remember that period of time. So that entire, the very, very first EP sits heavy on my heart in a good way, because it's like, that was such an important piece to the jigsaw, to the Dunwells and to Lucy May Walker. But it was like, I'm forever grateful that you took that risk on us, because you gave us the shove that we needed to be that kind of creative side.
And you were also the first people that I ever co-wrote with, because I remember we did that gig. So very short backstory with me and the Dunwells. We did a gig years, I think maybe like 6 years ago or something, and then from that gig I was like, made it my mission to support you again. And I remember emailing many a manager and agents and stuff like, please can I support? And they finally said yes, probably just so I could stop emailing them, and gave me a slot at the Lexington.
Yep.
And I think that's where we had that conversation, and you were like, oh, you should come up to Leeds and do a writing session with us. And that freaked me out, because I was like, well, I felt like a bit of an imposter, because I was like, I've got a few songs that are kind of good, but I don't know if I'm a good songwriter or whether they were just fluky. And then you were the first people that I ever co-wrote with, and you gave me the confidence to kind of go, oh, you have an all right ability of songwriting.
Brilliant ability.
So yeah, you really got my confidence up. So I'm gonna ask you to sing your second song.
Okay,
We're going for it.
okay. We're going to play the title track of our third album. Is that right? Correct? We're going to do this one now.
Yeah, this is Something in the Water. We wrote this with Lewis Howes and David Seton.
Yeah, Seton Nash. And it was off the back of spending, once again, we'd spent a lot of time in the US.
Yeah.
And we wanted to write a song that was a little closer to home. So we're very proud to be Yorkshire.
Yeah, I feel like that we tried to get that sentiment in there, with the red brick and the.
Talking, yeah. When this is called Something in the Water.
The street is what made me, and I left it to find new roads. But all the paths lead back here, and I'm still chasing ghosts. I needed someone to save me, but you're the only one to hear my call. Memories that we ran from whilst we were chasing ghosts. Home, this is what I'm looking for, where the red brick glows under northern skies. It feels so close if I close my eyes. Home, I never needed you more, where my dad once said, boy, lift your head, don't you ever forget where you're coming from. I was looking for something, you told me I would find my goal. It took some time to realize that the diamond's in the coal. There's something in the water, and there's something in my blood. Only now I realize that I've been chasing ghosts. Home, this is what I'm looking for, where the red brick glows under northern skies. It feels so close if I close my eyes. Home, I never needed you more, where my dad once said, boy, lift your head, don't you ever forget where you're coming from. I still found my way, I still found my way back. I still found my way, I still found my way back. I still found my way, I still found my way back. I still found my way, I still found my way back. I still found my way back home. This is what I'm looking for, where the red brick glows under northern skies. It feels so close if I close my eyes. Oh, still found my way back home. Oh, still find my way, I still find my way back. Oh, oh, oh,
Beautiful. I still can't get over how big of a sound you guys make, just the two of you.
Oh, thanks.
Do you know what, like when, especially live shows as well, it sounds like there's a full band. I don't think you ever need, no offence to your band, them.
I think there's always going to be space for times in our life where, because we did a tour with Lucy Revis, which you know,
Yeah.
you know Lucy as well, and she's a cello player, and if anyone saw us on that tour, she adds so much, and she's just super cool as well. So it's great to be on the road. Sometimes being on tour isn't about the people that you're sharing the stage with. It's about having great people to go on tour with.
Yeah.
And I really look forward to
Rob,
spend
Adam
time.
are great guys, and at some point we will do a full band show with Lucy Revis, supported by
that'll be
Lucy May
amazing.
Walker.
Supporting Lucy May Walker
Oh.
at Birmingham Arena.
Yes, well,
Yeah.
okay. I was good time to mention the gig that I'm still here. That I am supporting you at. So, would you like? I've got the details. If you can't, okay.
It's at the Falcon and
Castle and Falcon.
Castle and
Falcon
on the
17th
17th
of
June.
June.
Once again, we can be forgiven because this poor day has been moved
17
about
times.
10 times. We've been working closely with the promoter, and he's been, like everyone, really accommodating and making it work. And and now at least, as the world is opening up, as it starts to, you can you see the light at the end of the tunnel? Can you see it?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I don't want. I feel like, or is that wrong?
Don't want to jinx it. No, I think we're okay. I think we're okay. I think we can have a bit of positivity.
It's
now.
really weird because the other day I was talking to Dave and I was like, I'm almost anxious about the world opening up because you become used to, like, for a year we've been doing this. So I'm almost used to having weekends with the family and Do you know barbecues not barbecues in winter, but do you know like
We're normal
Leeds?
to it, we'll handle it.
Sunday dinners, and like you get yourself into a routine. Like I'm excited. I'm both excited about the world opening up because I cannot wait to just go play a raft of gigs everywhere around the world. But I'm also like, oh, I'm going to be playing a lot of gigs.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
I feel exactly the same. Like, as much as obviously I want to perform live again, I've been live streaming on Twitch recently, and I'm really enjoying it. And I think it's going to be kind of weird for me to not see like comments on a screen at the end of a song.
Imagine if comments
You'll
come on
actually
the
hear the
forehead. They're
applause.
like, I like this song, or I'm not a big fan of this song, and it like, you know,
Or
that's because
people-
we're all becoming robots, you know.
What's weird as well, not weird, but it's an amazing kind of thing. If we definitely think about this positively, live streaming, we get this like feedback straight away. And I know Joe in particular, I know that you both have an amazing voice. Sorry, Dave, but let's call Joe the No. I wanted to talk about this, right? Joe is like lead vocalist. No? Oh God.
Yeah, that's fine.
You
I'm
forgot
good
the
with
word.
that.
You forgot the word extraordinaire out.
Yeah.
No.
Lead
But-
vocalist extraordinaire.
Yeah, but there's one thing
Joe's-
that Joe hasn't got, and that's a brother that can sing really well.
Right. Stop it.
Don't, stop being so mean
Right.
about
This
Matt.
isn't anything to do with Dave's voice not being good, because Dave's voice is an incredible voice as well. But
Wow.
can we talk about Joe for a
That's
second?
quite a dig there, isn't it? Yeah.
When I planned this out, it really came out really smoothly, but I hadn't practiced saying it. The point is, if I had Joe's voice, I would walk around going, I am absolutely amazing. But I know that, like, when I've done shows with you, you're so humble and so anxious before going on stage. Has live streaming and getting all this amazing feedback, do you think that's going to help you?
No, and
Nope.
I will always be the same, because to me, I'm amazed at the fact that people spend their hard-earned money to come to a show and watch us perform, me or Dave or whatever, and I find that amazing. So what I want to do, and my anxiety isn't about, I hope they like it, and my anxiety is about, I hope that they walk away and feel like they got value for money. You know, like I would always overextend and I'd play for an hour and a half, because I'm like, if I was to go see my favourite artist and they said, I'm going to do 3-set encore and then just and then come out to the audience afterwards and chat, and I'm like, that's the experience that I would want, and that's the experience. That's the experience that I would never take for granted. Even when you sat backstage, I'm going, right, I really hope that Simon, who might have had a shit day at work, come to a show to blow off some steam, he's stood at the back of the bar. He just doesn't want a crap show, and that's why I'm like,
You would never ever give a crap show, and like I say this all the time, and I'm gonna say it live tonight. You are the best live act I've ever seen, ever, and I'm so
Oh, wow,
I feel
thank
so
you.
lucky to just be in your presence, really. Yes, I am a fangirl. I mean, your merch and stuff, but yeah, it's just mental to me because you guys are amazing. Sorry, Dave, I didn't mean to take any of that away from you, because we know really, if Dave was on, if Joe was on his own, he'd probably,
The problem
sound
is,
awful.
Lucy, I do walk around and go, I am
You've got the
amazing.
confidence that Joe needs.
And then everyone goes, Dave, your brother is an amazing singer. And that confuses me, because I'm thinking, I'm amazing.
You are amazing. Right, I've really dug myself a hole here, but I know that you know what I mean.
I know, totally.
we both know, Lucy.
I'm gonna do my last song, which I wrote with you guys. I've not even told you what my set list is, but it's I've Got You, and this is one of my favourite songs that we've ever written, and it confuses me that it's not done as well as other songs of mine, if that makes sense. But I think also that's just like a streaming thing. Like I'm looking at streams and go, oh, I would have thought this was like my top song.
And it's so fun to watch you play this live.
Yeah.
fun
See,
to play
here's
as
the
well.
thing is, how do we measure the success of a song?
I
Because you've got
know.
the official way of doing it, which is how many downloads, how
Numbers,
many
spins,
it's like,
streams,
yeah,
whatever.
which is the, but like we've got songs that, like We Made Fire in the Pouring Rain, All Time High, I Care, but technically haven't really got loads and loads of spins.
But are the funnest ones
they're
to
the
play
ones
in
that
the
get
live
requests the
songs.
most
Yeah,
when we play
and,
live.
and in the comments, it's like the first song I sang, Gold. When I look at the stats, I'm like, oh, that didn't perform as well as the other ones on my EP. But that seems to be most people's favourite song. So yeah. Anyway, so this is I've Got You, and I wrote this with the Dunwells, and it was when I was single, and I remember going into writing session. I was like, right, I want to write a love song, but there's literally no one in my life that I can write this about. So what I did was pretended music was my boyfriend, just so we could write this song. And it's like, I guess the main kind of thing you can take away from the song is when everything goes awfully wrong in my life, I am so lucky because I will always have music. If I'm sad or if I'm happy, like I can just kind of express myself through music, and it's a beautiful thing. I'm so lucky to be able to do that. But I've said this on a couple of my Zoom gigs. That was what the song was about when we wrote it. Now, when I sing it, I feel like I'm singing it to the fans who have been supporting me for the past like 3 years or whatever. Because yeah, I feel so grateful now to have you guys. So this is for you guys. For everything that you've done. Thank you very much for tuning in to all the live streams, for buying tickets to shows, and just being an amazing support for me. And I hope that I've been able to do that as well through the year. Love you too, Alicia. Reverb. 1, 2.
All the days spent in the dark, for all the hurt inside my heart. There were times I felt like giving up, but you were there to help me through. For all the tears I couldn't hide, for all the words I kept inside. There were times I felt like giving up, but you were there to help me through. And I know that I've got you. I've got you, you. I've got you, you. I've got you, you. I've got you, you. You're the one who gives me hope. You're always there when I come home, making me believe it. I can follow my dreams when you are there. I'm not so scared, and I know that I've got you.
This is where we would all sing along live.
I've got you, you. I've got you, you. I've got you, you. I've got you, you. Every song I try to write, happy, sad, you're by my side. Every note I've ever played, it's your words that keep me sane. And I need you even more than I've ever done before. You're the one who keeps me safe, so please don't ever go away. Oh, you've got you.
Everybody.
Oh, you've got you, you. 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 Yeah, I've got you.
I've got you. I've got you. I've got you.
Look at that.
Do you know
It
you
was
were
better because you had the third harmony, but obviously we can't do it in real time, can we?
you were freaking me out as well. Your guitar, for anybody who is interested in tunings, her guitar is tuned a full tone flatter. So it took me a while. So your whole guitar's in D. Did you know that?
No.
So
What?
you were
No, it's drop D.
your whole guitar's in D, yeah.
No.
Yeah, well that song was in E, but you were capo 2 and playing a C shape.
This is what I have to put up with on a daily basis.
So you were actually your guitar's like a full tone flatter.
Are you sure?
100%.
Well, we
Okay.
played along. And it's,
Well, okay. Maybe yours is higher.
No, it's definitely not.
it's,
I'll have to check that. Thanks for letting me know. I've been singing everything wrong. I'm just going to do some quick fire questions and then get you to do your last song because I know that you've got a.
Well,
train
I
to
mean,
catch.
I can do the last song with Dave, and you can carry on chatting with Dave. So
Would you prefer to do that?
no, but I mean, we could do the quick fire round, and yeah, let's do the quick fire round.
Do you want to do a song?
I have no idea what Joe's doing.
No. Do the song because you want to leave in 5 minutes. So do that, and then Dave,
It's not that I don't want to leave. I've booked a train for 12 minutes past. Guys, this is the
fine.
life. This is the life of a rock and roll
yes.
star.
Sing your last song, and then me and Dave will do the. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. This song.
Such a diva.
Okay, we wrote this song
We wrote this song in San Antonio, Texas,
with Elisa
with
Morales.
Lisa Morales, who is a fantastic musician. She's been on the live stream once before. We should actually get her on again.
Definitely.
And yeah, this is called Short Stories.
About family life.
It was when I heard that song. Was it Van or Morrissey? I don't remember a single word, but I remember you, my girl, and the way you own the room. Just by being you, seeing you laughing and fooling around, I fell in love with you there and then. Remember when you broke the key? You got so mad and you blamed me. It was the first night of our house, and I slept on the couch. And we laugh about it now. We still live in that old house, and I've still got that key on a chain you gave to me. They are short stories. We got bumps and we got scars. Short stories, every one of them are eyes. I got so scared when I heard the news. Thank God our baby looks like you. I can't wait for the first step. Who knows when we last slept? I'm so glad I took this chance. You will always be my dance. So you still own the room. Thank you for being you. They are short stories. We got bumps and we got scars. They are short stories. Every one of them are eyes. Oh, 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 oh. next then? Where do you wanna go? Making stories. So what's next then? What do you wanna see? Making stories. So what's next then? What do you wanna see? Let's make stories. They are short stories. We got bumps and we got scars. They are short stories. Every one of them are ours.
Every one of them are ours.
Do you know why I took myself out of the stream? Because I never know if it's what do you want to do? What do you want to see? So I took myself out.
Oh,
but it turns out you don't.
We don't. I wouldn't. Yeah, every time we sing it live, it's different.
And normally I
do
don't
you
sing
wanna-
that. Well, I don't sing that bit with him, so there's normally not a clash. Dave could just sing whatever he wants, but tonight I decided to sing along with him.
Brilliant.
And I found
You'll
out
never
that
do it again.
I don't know it, and he didn't know it.
Right, Joe, feel free to start getting ready to leave to get your train, and I'm going to finish off the quick round questions with Dave. But thank you so much,
Guys,
for
I
coming
apologise.
on.
I apologise. I've got to go. I'm really sorry, Lucy.
a
fine.
diva.
It's because the next
Stop.
train's at.
Yes, it's 12 minutes. Go.
Go.
Right, sorry.
Um,
Love you all.
lots
Lucy,
of love.
thank you so much, and you sounded beautiful and amazing tonight. So,
You sounded beautiful and amazing as well.
thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you. This is weird now, isn't it?
I
Hi,
feel like
Dave.
I feel like I'm not even invited to this conversation.
Sorry. I didn't mean to sound like you have an awful voice.
No, I remember. Lucy, you've given me loads of compliments over the time. I remember them.
have.
They outweigh, and I know you didn't mean it, because let's face it. Wait for Joe to go. See you later, Joe. See you later, mate. See you tomorrow.
That you're my favourite.
We know, don't we?
Yeah. I love them equally. And Matt as well. Thanks, Matt. I saw
Oh,
he was
Matt's
in
a
the
legend.
comments as well. I mean, I know you've got more siblings than that, but I don't know
Steve.
the others. But I'm sure
You'll love
Steve
Steve.
is nice.
In fact, actually, when you meet Steve and you go on a night out with him, you're going to go, he is the best Dunwell, because he's so much fun.
I have some questions from the public.
Okay.
Did that make sense to you, what I just said?
Public.
From the podcast.
Oh.
Claire
hey.
listens to it.
Right.
You still don't know what I'm talking about.
No idea. I'm terrified about this.
Chris and Rosie Ramsey's podcast.
Oh,
Me and Claire
of
listen to it.
course.
No, you still don't know.
I tune out from that podcast because it is very engaging. However, I don't think my mind can handle some of the things that I said on that podcast.
It's very dirty. Jess, my cousin Jess wants to come on the night out with me and Steve.
Steve,
You're
yeah.
absolutely welcome.
Say bye, everyone. Bye, Joe.
Bye, Joe. Love you. Happy birthday for yesterday.
Happy birthday for yesterday.
Weatherby Brew Company. Joe's gone now, so we can say Dave's voice is better.
Yes.
Right. Questions from the public.
Public.
Joseph would like to know, what is the hardest song to play live? But I guess this is just going to be you now, so maybe.
It took us years to learn a version of She Whispers, because the recorded version of She Whispers is quite big. It's kind of like a bit experimental at the time for us. It was one of the first songs that we started working on when we were working with Steve Harris on the Light Up the Sky album, and it took ages until we released a live version of it. I don't know. First you put me down. Then
This
you
is
steal
meant
my
to be a quick
thunder.
round. This is meant
Okay.
to be a quick round, Dave.
She Whispers.
Go on.
Go.
And sorry, I know he's not here now, but Joe, is there one like in particular that's really hard to sing or something?
Joe struggles
Not
with
for
all
Joe,
of them.
for God's
He really struggles with all of them, to be honest. His
Makes
tuning
me
issue is
sick.
terrible.
Makes
He's got
me
real,
sick, that boy.
really bad tuning problems.
No, he doesn't. Okay.
I don't think he's sung out of tune ever in his life.
No, never. I think it's impossible.
I know.
Even if he tried to, it'd probably be a harmony. Alicia wants to know, what's your favourite song to play live?
My favourite songs to play is Short Stories or I Care.
Yes, both great. All of them. I don't think you have a bad song. Imi said, what is your favourite artist that you've ever collabed with?
Amy herself. No, Lucy May Walker. No, Megan O'Neill. Oh, I don't know. Oh, Jenna. Loads.
Can you just say me? I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm the only one that's bought a t-shirt.
It's got to be Lucy May Walker.
No, you have collabed with some amazing people. Megan O'Neill's just released her album. Did you produce all of it or some of it or?
We produced the entire record. That time period that Joe talked about when we started working with you, Christian Burrows, and Megan O'Neill. That is the reason that we took this place on, because of you three artists, because you were the real deal in our eyes. And we were like, we get to work with their music and our own. And we collaborated with, we wrote with Lucy Spraggan. We wrote five songs on a UK number 5 album.
Brilliant album as well.
It is really good. It's excellent.
So good. Congrats on that. It's so nice to be a part of something, even though it's not like your name. Well, obviously your name's in the credits, but you know, I'm sure it's so nice to have.
That's the thing about writing, isn't it? Because co-writing's not about us going in and writing and taking the reins. We've talked about this before, haven't we? It's like a baton race. You go in. We're working with Lucy Spraggan, working with yourself. It's getting the best out of the artist in the room. You learn so much. You get to spend time, and then you get to see the fruits of your labour, and with somebody else's career as well. So it's great. It's this.
You're doing really well at this. Okay, we've got, I think, two more.
We've got ages now, aren't we? Because I ain't got a train.
No,
I've got a private driver to get me because I'm more important.
My manager Ben keeps telling me, he's like, can you make it 1 hour maximum, and can you just stop asking questions?
Wait a minute.
I was
We're
like,
good.
it's my favourite bit. I can't believe we've done this we've finished singing by 9. Joe, we've done that one. Megan wants to know, when do we get new music from the Dunwells?
Really, really soon. We are working on it right now. We talk about it on the Daily Live all of the time. We were working on it today. We were working on it yesterday. We are so excited about bringing out new music. We wrote 27 songs in a demos, SoundCloud, that we shared just with our team. And now we're working through that to create a body of work that is going to be...
A body of work. Do you know what that means, guys? It means he doesn't want to reveal if it's an album or an EP or
a
singles.
Single.
Love that.
Yeah.
Body of work.
Body
and
of
then,
work.
my question, as a fan myself, is, kind of two. How often do you write on, do you do like 1 a week or 2 a week or whatever? And then also, how do you get inspiration to write? Because there's not a lot going on in the world, is there? How do you keep finding things to write about?
I think you mentioned, with the co-writing, and whenever we've co-written with you, you've always come in with really strong ideas to start off with. You know exactly what you want to write about. So when co-writing happens, that happens quite a bit. Mm-hmm. Or we will not do any writing for the first half of the session, and we'll just
talk.
All have therapy together. And then something good's going to come out of it. There's always a little one-liner, a lyric. And when it comes to our own, our albums have always kind of worked in a mind. I didn't know at the time. Our first album, we never had consciously wrote to a theme. We just wrote the best songs that we had because we just wanted to play in front of an audience. Mm-hmm. The second album, we were always writing about looking forward, because we'd spent so much time, touring and waiting for this big break. By the time the third album came, and now we just kind of write about things that we're grateful for now, because there's quite a lot, really.
Yeah. Oh, that's lovely. And sorry, how often do you write for yourselves?
So we wrote 27 songs over the course of 2 months.
Sorry.
Yeah.
27 in 2 months.
Yeah. So
that just makes me feel awful, Dave, because I've told Ben I think I can do 1 a fortnight.
I wouldn't say that. Yeah, you could easily do it, because I think it's...
Don't say that, because then he'll
you'll
tell
be
me
expected.
that.
Yeah. So we did.
Wow.
We were writing with a band called Since September as well.
Yes.
And we wrote 8 songs with them in 5 days. And they are really
moly.
cool songs as well.
If anyone doesn't know who Since September are, they were on, I want to say the Voice, the Little Mix competition,
Correct,
weren't
yeah.
they? And they've
That's
won
right,
it.
Yeah.
Wow,
They're
that's
lovely lads.
amazing that
So-
you're involved.
Yeah, but then we go through phases where we don't write as much then. So we can go through quite a long period. And when we were co-writing a lot, we didn't spend a lot of time writing Dunwells songs. That has changed very much now, but yeah.
Wow. Okay, last question. Can you tell us anything? Can you plug anything that's coming up? Obviously, we've mentioned the Birmingham show. What else have you got coming up that you would like to plug? This is your chance, David Dunwell.
We are entering a brand new world, like the Birmingham show and a few other dates that are still being moved on pencil-wise. This summer, we have got so many amazing shows, new music coming out, and all I really like to do is plug our Spotify page. If you aren't following us on Spotify, it is genuinely the best way to keep in touch with the most latest news. Our shows go on that page as well. So if you follow us on Spotify, you will find out everything as soon as I find out the confirmed dates.
And make sure you add all of the Dunwells songs to a playlist, and also add Lucy May Walker's, because it really helps us out. Yay! I think
Amazing.
that's all my questions, but then maybe I'll just ring you in the week and just ask more.
When are you coming to Leeds? When are we doing some more stuff?
Soon, I hope. Well, I
Yes.
just want to make sure it's just kind of safe to do so.
Yep.
I know that the roadmap thing is a thing, but I just want to believe it when I see it. So
Yeah.
when it happens, let's
I
book
can't
some
wait.
studio time in.
Definitely.
And then otherwise, we'll see everyone at the gig in Birmingham in June. Thank you so much for coming on my Songwriter Series. It's been so nice, and your fans are the most loyal ever, and yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the biggest number I've had viewing, and I know that's down to you, so thank you so much. And also thank you to anyone that's tipped tonight. I will be sending whatever half of that is to you guys tomorrow. Thanks, Dave.
Thanks everyone for
Lots
tuning
of
in.
love.
Thank you, Lucy. You are a legend, and can't wait to see you in real life.
And they can tune into your live stream tomorrow at 6 p.m.
6 p.m. And also, let's just
Zoom
say
gig.
Saturday we've even got a Zoom show. There are some tickets left.
See, why would you not plug that?
Oh, do you know? I just, there's just so much going on. It's
Are there
because Joe's in
tickets
here.
left?
He's the boss. I don't even know what I'm doing.
There's
There
tickets
are-
left, yeah?
There are some tickets left. So that's Saturday at 8:30. Check out our socials for the Eventbrite ticket link.
Bye, guys!
Take care. See you later, everybody. Bye-bye.